Hey,
any message to Kenyans?
how are you? I'm fine.
Can you comment about the president's speech?
Yeah.
Just a small message.
Yeah.
Not really, just it's a good speech.
Okay.
And the aspect of independence of institution and supporting institution to grow,
Yes, sir.
especially the judiciary and parliament and other institutions, is what is my takeaway.
Okay.
It's important that this country believes in institutions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so far so good. Do you have has the speech favored you as IBC?
I don't believe the IBC was an issue in the speech.
Okay.
But IBC is covered under institutions.
Okay.
And I think strong institutions,
Yeah.
strong country,
Yeah.
strong democracy.
Any message to the Kenyans right now after the speech as Chebukati?
For Kenyans, I wish them well.
Okay.
Let's work towards nation building
Uh-huh.
and not focus on politics. Politics is now done. Let's look forward to nation building.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
The other day there was maandamano whereby Azimio MPs wanted to come and see
No
you.
comment on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Anyone who's not the speaker and who's not an elected member cannot cross the floor of the house. And it's not about whether you're religious, it's not about whether you believe in the judiciary, but they allowed members of the judiciary and religious leaders to cross the floor of the house. That ought not to happen. Usually when they attend, they enter through the side door to the speaker and sit on the side bar. So I think that is a dangerous thing. The second thing that I think is not quite okay is when you come to the house, you must abide by the traditions of the house. The standing orders of both the National Assembly and the Senate have a prescribed prayer. That is the prayer that ought to be said. You ought not to bring your own versions in terms of prayers because you cannot exhaust them. Right. Now, that was also done and I thought that was inappropriate. Thirdly, I think that the president has said that he wants a mechanism by which CSs are allowed to come to the House and has urged us to amend the standing orders. Unfortunately, to have the CSs on the floor of the House requires an amendment to the Constitution, not just to the standing orders. So I thought he will have to be properly advised on that one. Number 4, I think he said, and I think it's true, that we are in financial dire straits. And, I think everyone knows that. But what that means is that you don't start by overloading. You don't start by overloading as he intends to do the number of principal secretaries. I think they promised to have 49. You don't start by bringing back the CSs, which the court had declared unconstitutional. Yes. You start by having a lean government. So that is inconsistent with what he's saying. And I think overall, those are my preliminary views on that issue. Just one more, that the president laid out a lot of plans in terms of policy changes and policies that he wants to effect, in terms of instructions that he's given and all that. And the president sounds as if he does not know that some of those decisions must be taken by cabinet. He does not have a cabinet yet. And therefore, they are wishful thinking, which are only futuristic, and they cannot be effected yet. Perhaps if it's effected and they're brought to the cabinet, then the cabinet can endorse them, then they can go, be adopted as policy.
Maybe what can you say about the Hustlers Fund and the ministry, the new ministry?
The what?
Hustlers Fund.
The Hustlers Fund, yes.
Yeah.
Well, every fund that is established has to be established by law.
Right.
I cannot comment about it because I still don't have clarity in terms of how they intend to put it. If it is proposed and brought to the floor of the House by way of legislation or a motion, then I'll comment on it. But for right now, I think it belongs to the realm of wishful thinking until and unless it is brought and adopted. Thank you.